and he's still so down to earth, so grounded, a true professional. But yeah, we have a great time together.
Oh, by the way, I saw them playing last week at Hakkasan, Zen Freeman opening for Calvin Harris. It was off the hook. Foi muito bom, gente, maravilhoso. E eu também vi o Zen batendo aquele papo com nada mais, nada menos do que DJ Tiesto. So I saw you in a DJ booth having a conversation with Tiesto. So are you guys friends?
Well, Tiesto is one of the main guys at Hakkasan. I'm in and out all the time, so is he. So yeah, we've become good friends over the last couple of years, yeah.
By the way, the person who inspired you to do music since the beginning and was a huge support for you was Paul Oakenfold, right?
Yeah,
Big DJ
yeah.
as well, all over the world. And you told me he was the one who, actually, the reason why you're here nowadays,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah, for sure, yeah. Paul kind of pulled me aside backstage at one of my shows 6 or 7 years ago and kind of said, this is good, this is great. You need to do this, and this, and kind of showed me he kind of once told me a story about, the music business and how it very much is a business, so he kind of showed me the formula of like making music and then touring music. And then Hollywood's always been great for me because the bubble is more, it's about who you know and me playing at these, a Prada event or a Weinstein movie event. But Paul really showed me how to kind of break out of that bubble and go and show the world that, who I am.
We in Brazil, I'm not gonna lie to you, we love Poke and Fold, we love Tiesto, we love Avicii, we love Calvin Harris. All these big DJs are big for us right now. And that's why we wanna bring Zen Freeman to Brazil. So how excited are you to go to Brazil, especially with the World Cup coming up? Do you have plans?
Yeah, well, my booking agent and myself and different clients, we're just kind of trying to put the tour together for summer now. So, really we're just working on dates and how it's going to work. And there's I did some stuff with Budweiser for the Olympics. So we're hoping that that's going to continue through, and I'll be doing some kind of brand related events from North American markets in Brazil. And then we're looking at some local promoters down there, and so it's definitely, definitely, I'm coming. I just don't
Let's
know the
cross
dates
the
yet.
fingers.
So I'm guessing it'll kind of be the last 2 weeks into the World Cup when the big events and the big.
Woohoo!
And then hopefully there'll be some tour stuff, and maybe there'll be a show with someone maybe support Paul Oakenfold or Calvin.
Surprise.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be a surprise. Okay, speaking of the World Cup and Brazil, Zen, you were here in Fogo de Chão with me, Beverly Hills, best food in town, by the way. Let's see if you're ready to go to Brazil. I need to have you having a little, let's make a toast to the Brazil World Cup. Estamos bebendo Guaraná, and this is Brazilian soda, by the way. I want to see if you like it. What do you think?
Yes, great.
This is very popular in Brazil. Of course, I'm sure you prefer a cervejinha, a beer from Brazil, but this is good, right?
Good, yeah.
We can't get drunk on camera, so cheers. Okay, besides that, we have Brazilian pão de queijo. We have a bite. Just to show, okay, pão de queijo means cheese bread. Delicious?
Delicious.
Yummy. Well, if he likes Brazilian Guaraná, Brazilian pão de queijo, I think we can welcome Zen in Brazil. Right? Okay.
That's good.
Continuing the conversation, I was paying attention that every time you play different clubs, different parties, and events, you are by far the most stylish person. And I'm not just saying that to kick your ass. Sorry, I know. Not allowed to say bad words, but I'm not saying that just to put you up there, but you do look very stylish. And I got to give some background on Zen Freeman. The reason why he looks stylish, first, is because he has good taste. Second, Zen used to be a big model. And like Brazilian people, American people, once they are, models, they become actresses, they become TV hosts. Models can become a DJ. So how was the transition from modeling, being in magazines and runways, to the music world?
Well, I mean, I've kind of got that to thank, really, because the only reason I started DJing first, and then modeling was something I fell into. But I used to go and I had a modeling contract in Tokyo, and I would DJ. I did
Come a
some
little
records.
close to me, please. I think you're too far away. You know.
I used to start DJing in clubs in Tokyo, and then I went to work in. At the time, I was there to model basically, but I was in Sydney, and I started DJing some really good clubs out there. So for me, they're both kind of tied in. And then when I moved to LA, I just grew out.
You became an LA guy, a Hollywood guy. But that's your style, right? This is not just for the cameras. This is you every day.
Yeah, I guess so. This is me. I grew up in London. Was always very interested in magazines and fashion, and started following designers when I was 14, 15. That became huge, and I grew up in a circle where a buddy of mine used to show. I can remember at the time he was advising Patrick Cox on helping him make a loafer, and then he was showing what kind of lapel was called to Alexander McQueen, who was making a jacket.
Good taste.
We all kind of came from the same circle, but at the moment I'm very lucky. I DJ for a lot of fashion brands. And,
so awesome, yes.
They dress me for shows.
And that's what brings us to the next question. You were telling me backstage that you've played for all these big places here in Los Angeles, magazine parties. Halloween, you did 2 or 3 times in West Hollywood, which is the biggest parade in America for Halloween. And I had the pleasure to see you play live, and it was awesome. For you, Zen, I mean, you've been in private parties, you've been in big crowds. What is like to be the main guy playing for all, the hottest parties in Hollywood?
I mean, the Halloween thing's a buzz because it's the biggest